Zuckerberg, who was born in White Plains, New York in 1984, started the Facebook.com at the age of 19 in a room at Harvard University's Kirkland House, and that's where it all began. Since then, Mark Zuckerberg has received several honors, thanks, criticisms, and controversies. He has made a name for himself throughout the years as a brilliant leader who can motivate others to accomplish the group's objective, in addition to being a successful businessman. This is an important lesson for any aspiring business person to learn. Welcome to Good Lucks, a channel dedicated to inspiring you to expand your mindset, make general life breakthroughs, and realize your full potential to see what life has to offer. This video aims to educate you on some of the lessons you may learn from Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO and co-founder of Facebook, who has accomplished in a short amount of time what only a few people could have imagined. Thanks to Facebook's success, he is among the wealthiest of persons in the world, with a net worth of $71 billion. Subscribe if you would like to receive our daily dose of financial and life knowledge. Is there anything you can learn about the life of Mark Zuckerberg? Here are some of the life lessons you may learn from Zuckerberg. Without further ado, let's get started. Don't let anyone recount your tale. The biggest trap that people get into in our world is letting a cycle of poor behaviors take hold of them. They let the outside world shape their decisions, and rather than being their own person, in the end, they wind up working for someone else. You must distinguish yourself from the people around you. Nobody wants to work with a boring person. Being uninteresting prevents you from realizing your greatest potential. Stop thinking the same as people around you and start thinking differently on purpose. This will eventually enable you to overcome any challenges that may arise. There is no justification for not committing. No matter how long you've been friends, poor performance has no justification. Keep in mind that there are only a few business partners in the world of business. Develop your product and present it in the best possible way. You must sever ties with anyone who is dragging things out or negatively impacting the business. Why travel with extra luggage? Although you may have been the best friends since the day you were born, in the corporate world, only your ability to create is taken into account. Sadly, this is the case, and nobody likes being in charge of unnecessary weight. Be unaffected by what people around you think. You must realize that because of your capacity for original thought, most people will not comprehend the breadth or intricacy of your concepts. This is especially true when you work on developing novel things that most people haven't ever heard of or are unable to imagine. You need to understand that others may not view your idea the same way you do. Even if you do your best to explain things to them, their point of view will always be less distinct than yours. In addition to all of this, many believe that since they have failed at the experience, no one else can. They believe they know the path to success, and anyone who chooses a different route is bizarre and annoying. Don't allow these individuals to demoralize you. In the end, it's your word versus theirs. This is the real test of who you are as a person. You can only be as effective as your supporting team. Nobody can accomplish anything alone. Starting and managing a project of this size by yourself is essentially impossible. This is why you must assemble a capable team around you. Hiring individuals that are as brilliant as you or smarter is the greater approach to achieving this. Working with smarter or equally smart people shouldn't terrify you. There is no other way to improve a product. You want to be surrounded by people who will thoughtfully challenge your ideas. This does not imply that you seek out opponents of your ideas. Instead, seek out those who will help you improve your ideas by pointing out their flaws. Your ability to identify and fix any flaws in your ideas will determine how successful you are in your pursuits. The ability to inspire the best in those around you is leadership. Since you are the CEO, everyone will look to you for direction when times are tough. You must maintain your composure even under extreme pressure, because an anxious CEO is more likely to crumble under pressure. Getting everyone around you to share a common vision is your main responsibility as CEO. If you can't persuade everyone around you to work exactly as hard as you are for a common goal, you will have accomplished half your task. This is what genuinely distinguishes average CEOs from outstanding ones. My friend, you have succeeded as a CEO if you can inspire employees to care as much about your concept as they would about working for themselves. Don't let the boardroom frighten you. A fantastic product is half the battle won. No matter how fantastic your product is, you will need funds to effectively develop it. You'll need to think of original ways to get money for this, so get creative. You will unavoidably spend a lot of time in boardrooms trying to persuade people to invest in your business if your idea is excellent enough for them to find you. You'll frequently be up against a commanding VC chair who can, with just one check, completely transform your business. These VCs will attempt to get you to fold, since, understandably, they want to get the highest return on their investment. You are there nonetheless to defend your concept. Understand your assets and how to market them. Everyone in the venture capital industry is a vulture and wants to obtain the biggest return on their investment in you. The mere fact that they are older and more experienced than you does not obligate you to comply with their demands. Take a stand with conviction and know the value of your proposition. Under no circumstances should you undersell yourself. Be a good person. Facebook puts its user experience first. For instance, Facebook updated its algorithm to address the issue when users started to complain that their news feeds were clogged with advertisements. The corporation took this action because it considers friend updates to be more important than posts on company pages. The decline in their organic reach, which made it more difficult for them to connect with their page supporters, actually caused Facebook page owners to protest the changes. But Mark Zuckerberg didn't seem to mind. He had not promised anything to the owners of those pages, and he had also determined the user experience would be his top priority. Nothing is more important than providing for clients who help you succeed, according to the story's lesson. As a result, be careful to continually enhance your service or product based on their comments. They won't want to leave you once they realize how much you care. Utilize technology. Mark Zuckerberg keeps with his technological advancements to stay one step ahead of his rivals. Technology is developing quickly. Self-driving cars will be available sooner than you might expect. And if a robot can handle something as difficult as driving, what else will be mechanized shortly thereafter? You cannot afford to disregard technological advancements in your sector. For this reason, you should prepare yourself for disturbance because of this. What will you do if a rival discovers a quicker and simpler way to supply your good or service? Additionally, don't believe you can avoid challenging inquiries like this. A quick reaction time is necessary in the digital world if you want to succeed. Allow others to share your message. Today, Mark Zuckerberg does nothing to keep Facebook relevant. His Facebook army handles the task for him. They share funny memes and ridiculous kitten videos while updating their statuses with their day's events. Facebook is all about content, but the corporation is under no obligation to publish any. People share articles about issues and topics that interest them and post evaluations about their experiences, without being asked or prodded to do so. You might not be able to rely on this concept as much as Zuckerberg does if your company isn't the next Facebook. Become part of shaping people's identities. The safest and most secure social media platform currently in use is Facebook. Although other businesses and technologies have experienced ups and downs in the past, it's difficult to envision a world without Facebook. Facebook is used by people to communicate with friends, network with coworkers, plan neighborhood events, advertise their businesses, and look for things to do. Where else can you accomplish so much in a single location? When you spend so much time on one social media platform, it shapes a significant portion of your identity. You are not only launching an app when you utilize it, instead, you are interacting with the places and people that are the most significant in your life. Utilize this concept in your company as well. Strive to forge a similar bond with your clients so that they can't envision their lives without you. We appreciate your interest in this video, and for those of you who are still watching, we'd like to give you an extra point for your patience. Live with a higher purpose in mind. The goal is not to make money. People will notice and automatically avoid doing business with you if all of your actions are driven by greed. Because of this, whatever money you earn should be the byproduct of achieving your life's mission. Sales becomes a secondary concern when you have a vision and goals that go beyond making money. And if you work tirelessly and enthusiastically to realize your goal, the bottom line will take care of itself. Think long-term and set lofty goals if you want to succeed as a young entrepreneur and reach previously unimaginable heights. Pay close attention to your product and fix any defects you see. To improve your skills and knowledge, aim to learn something new every single minute. The most crucial thing is to choose employees carefully, especially those whose skills are complementary to your own. If you have any further queries or remarks, kindly post them in the comments section. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video so that others can find it and be inspired. To make sure you don't miss any new videos about personal development, enable the notification bell as well. See you in our next video.